So today we'll take a look at a new module from Vostok, Halo, which is also available in hardware of course, and it's a quad LFO module with additional analog logic outputs you can use for getting more complex shapes. I added the ideas from this video to the PDF of VCV tips and tricks I keep on updating. It's available on my Patreon together with the patch files from this video and lots of other exclusive content. So the most basic way of using Halo is as a 4-channel LFO, which works really well with the other modules in the Vostok collection. So here, for example, I have Sena, which is a 4-channel VCO. This is going through Atlas, which is a 4-channel filter. And I'm mixing things with Hive. I have all 4 oscillators here tuned to a different note. And I can use now Halo for adding movement to the filters, for example, using another module from this collection, Asset, for attenuating the LFOs. Right, so I can send all 4 LFOs to Asset, and then from there to the filters, and then I can attenuate them and offset them if I want. Right, so again we have 4 LFOs for the 4 channels of Atlas. Another fun technique with LFO is using them for sequencing pitch. Here I'm using all 4 triangle waves as pitch information through a quantizer here, and all 4 pulse outputs to trigger the change in notes. Again, I'm using here Sena, going through Atlas. Again, adding movement with another Halo here, even scanning through the filter. So with Atlas you can use the scan output and scan through the 4 filters. And apropos scanning, we can use Trace to scan through the LFOs. This is another module from this collection. Here I have all 4 LFOs going through or going to Trace. Right, they are set with different frequencies. You can see the result here on the scope. And I'm scanning between them with random voltage. This is modulating the filter for this drone again with Sena, Hive and Atlas. And of course we can also cross-modulate things. Here I'm sending noise right from Sena to Atlas. Once with a bandpass filter, once with a low-pass filter, and I'm using the LFO to modulate the filter, and the other outputs, they go also through Asset and they go back and modulate, right? They go back and modulate the frequency or the rate. The range of the LFOs can go from very low to over 80 Hz, which makes it great to use as an extra oscillator if you need one. You have here switches for low rates or high rates. I have here all 4 LFOs tuned to different notes. You can see 2 of them also on the tuner. And I'm using Atlas to bring them in and out with modulation from another Halo. So the sound source here is coming all from Halo set again at audio rates. This works great also for audio rate modulation. I have here again Sena going through Atlas. Let me solo this. And I have here a halo set again at audio rate set with the switches to high. This is going through VCAs here on series. And I have Fuji with looping envelopes controlling the VCAs, so I can start bringing in this rhythmic audio rate modulation. Also here you can get interesting results with cross modulation. Here I'm using the last LFO here, the last pulse wave, again at audio rates to excite the resonator or rings. And the other LFOs, as you can see here, they cross modulate each other's rate. You can also get fun noises from cross modulation. Here I'm using 3 LFOs again to modulate each other, again at audio rates. Right, and another LFO is just modulating the filter. So it's the sound source and the modulation source. So now we get to what sets this module apart from other LFOs, and that's the logic section. We have various analog logic outputs that will combine either LFOs 1 and 2 or LFOs 3 and 4, and we can choose per LFO which waveform to combine, either the triangle or the pulse. So here I have the oscillators from Senna going again through trace, so I'm crossfading between them, and then to Atlas. Right, so I can crossfade between them, and I can use the end output. You can see this here also on the scope. I can use it to modulate the crossfade between the waves. So this is the analog end result of LFOs 1 and 2, and I can use the OR output of LFOs 3 and 4 to control the filter. For example, this is this shape here on the scope, again through some attenuation. I have some delay here with echo, and again more modulation from halo. This also works great for generating sequences, right? So here I'm using the XOR outputs, 2 of them, to generate 2 sequences with another Senna and Atlas as my voice. By the way, the XOR outputs are unipolar, so if you want unipolar modulation, you can use them as well. And I'm using here the mix output, which will basically mix the LFOs at unity gain to modulate the filters, again with Atlas here. Also at audio rates this works quite nicely. Here I have the last LFO again set to high, so it's running at audio rates, and the third one running at lower rates, but I'm using the end and the OR outputs as a stereo voice, so one pen to the left, one pen to the right, and together with this third LFO that's running slower. We get sort of amplitude modulation. I'm also feeding back the OR and XOR outputs to modulate the rate, so there's also feedback modulation here. And the mix output of 3 and 4 is modulating the filter. Just for fun, I have here some drums with a few drum modules from 4MS. And I also have a chord with a chord chemist, and again Sina going through Atlas, and I have Halo adding some movement. And that's it for today. I hope you could see the potential of this module. Once again, it's also available in hardware if you are interested. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Vostok for releasing this update for free for us to enjoy. Cheers.